and gentlemen, please rise and welcome the processional of the December 2004 commencement of the University at Albany. The processional is led by University at Albany Distinguished Teaching Professor David McAcker. Our flags are being carried by members of the class of 2004, following the state and university flags, and the gonfalons signifying the academic disciplines of the University at Albany, are flags representing the international diversity of the class of 2004. The doctoral degree candidates and their University at Albany faculty advisors. The candidates for master's degrees. The candidates for bachelor's degrees. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome members of the University at Albany faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commencement Platform Party. Our degree candidate name readers, the University at Albany deans, the vice presidents of the University at Albany, honored guests, Mr. Anthony Giardina, class of 1983, president of the University at Albany Alumni Association, the Reverend Sandra Damhoff, Ms. Edwina Calicu, president of the class of 2005, representing the undergraduate students, Sophia Brown, Assembly Speaker for the Graduate Student Organization, Chair of the University Senate, Professor Carolyn McDonald, members of the University Council, Pierre Ulrich, Kevin Bronner, and University Council Chair, George Phillip, distinguished Professor James A. Acker, today's commencement speaker, and the interim president of the University at Albany, Vice Admiral John R. Ryan.
President Ryan, I declare that the 2004 winter commencement of the University at Albany, State University of New York, is now in session. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem will be led by Ms. Rebecca Heiser, a music major from the class of 2005.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be offered by the Reverend Sandra Damhoff.
Please join me in a few moments of reflection. Spirit of wisdom, how good it is to be here today, to celebrate, to rejoice, to give you thanks. We give you thanks for this ending, which is truly a beginning, for this closure, which will open new doors and a new day in our lives, for this farewell to a place, a community, a university, which is really a welcoming to a new world and a new way beyond the walls of this institution. It's been a long journey, and no one has done it alone. So we remember with gratitude each parent, grandparent, spouse, child, and friend who supported the journey. We remember with gratitude each faculty, staff, administration member who opened the minds and warmed the hearts of students on this journey. We pray that you bestow your warmest blessing on each person who is receiving a degree here today. In this moment of celebration, let us not forget that only a tiny fraction of the inhabitants of this crowded global community of ours have access to such an education. Therefore, we pray that we will use these degrees, the doors they open and the knowledge they represent, for the good of all humanity. Amen.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I now take great pleasure in introducing to you the University at Albany's interim president, Vice Admiral John R. Ryan.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's my very great pleasure on behalf of the University Council, our faculty, our staff, to greet each and every one of you and say welcome. Welcome to this great commencement day. I want to congratulate all our graduates, obviously, that are going to be receiving both baccalaureate, master's, and doctoral degrees and those of you who will receive certificates of advanced study. But first, I want to offer a very special warm welcome to parents, family members, loved ones, and friends, including those who have traveled some distance to be with us today. I also want to acknowledge those loved ones who could not be here physically but are here in spirit. Parents, family members, loved ones of our graduates, it's been your commitment, encouragement, and love who have been an important source of inspiration for our graduates. We're especially pleased to have you join us in recognizing the outstanding achievements of these fine women and men as they join more than 120,000 living alumni of the University at Albany. And commencement graduates, heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. All of us here are here to honor your hard work and accomplishments. Although I have only been with you as your president for the past 9 months, and as I think of those 9 months, they seem longer because I've been living in a dorm for those 9 months, with some of you that I see out in the audience. Seriously, I've admired your enthusiasm, your talents, your perseverance through difficult times, your ambition, and your service to this institution and the surrounding communities. Like your families, faculty, and loved ones, I am deeply proud of you. You have made a positive and enduring contribution to the University at Albany community. I am confident that you will continue to make a positive and important difference in the years ahead as you move on to professional careers, continue your education, grow with your families, and assume increased responsibilities as citizens and leaders. Your education has helped to prepare you for these new roles. In the time I have been at UAlbany, I have been singularly impressed with the outstanding opportunities at this institution for nurturing creative minds and committed hearts. You all have enjoyed the opportunity to study with faculty who are dedicated teachers and mentors, deeply concerned to instill the habits of mind and skills that will ensure your growth and success as you continue your life journey in the years ahead. Men and women like distinguished teaching professors David McCaffrey or Jim Acker, or distinguished professors like Marlene Belford or Eric Block or Judith Langer or Terrence Thornberry, or Collins Fellows like Glenna Spitz or Eldegard Wolford or Ronald Bosco or John Pipkin. And of course, if time permitted, with our fabulous faculty, I could mention hundreds more. You have enjoyed the opportunity to join our faculty and your fellow students in exploring fundamental questions and practical solutions that aim to make our world a more enlightened, civilized, and healthier place. Many of you have taken advantage of the university's abundant opportunities to enhance your education through study abroad, professional and community service internships, combined bachelor's and master's degree programs, participation in intercollegiate athletics, and involvement in student governments, and more than 150 student clubs and interest organizations. You have enjoyed truly extraordinary opportunities to increase your exposure to our society's diverse and fascinating culture through stimulating and provocative programs, speakers, and exhibitions offered through the New York State Writers Institute, our own University Art Museum, our performance and liberal arts programs, our student association, and our outstanding university libraries. You've pursued your education at a time when this institution is rapidly upgrading and expanding its facilities to create a world-class environment for faculty and students to push the frontiers of knowledge in both established and entirely new areas. Many of you have earned your degrees in biotechnology and public health on Albany's new East Campus, or in the breathtaking new nanotechnology buildings being developed on the western edge of the main campus. Notably, we are conferring today degrees on our very first graduates of the College of Nanoscale Science and Engineering, the very first such college in the nation, indeed the world. All the physical changes and programmatic improvements you have witnessed in your years here have positioned the University at Albany for accomplishing many important innovations and breakthroughs over the next decade and beyond. As central participants in these initiatives, you share importantly in our collective pride in these achievements and are in excitement about the future of this institution and our larger community. To illustrate in more concrete terms these outstanding educational opportunities, let me take just a few moments to describe several individuals seated out here today from today's graduates. They are just a few of the many, many candidates who we could have chosen for this purpose. Christine Phan is graduating with a bachelor's degree in English, minoring in sociology. She has devoted many hours of service to our nationally recognized Middle Earth Peer Assistance Program, one of my favorites groups here at the university. And last month, Christine received the Outstanding Student Award at the Bacchus and Gama Peer Education Network National Conference in Chicago. Jeffrey Tooker is a history major, has served in a variety of operations and leadership roles for a student-run 5-quad ambulance and emergency service, another one of my favorite groups. Jeff will soon be starting a graduate program in adolescent education with a concentration in social studies. Rohan Vidal is receiving a baccalaureate degree in sociology with a minor in criminal justice. He was first on the depth chart at tailback position on the Great Dane football team. David Brooks, a business administration major with a minor in computer science, has served as the president of his class for 3 years and is the 2004 recipient of the Great Dane Award and University Governance Leadership Award. David will join General Electric's Financial Management Leadership Program after graduating today. Simone Sneed, another sociology major, has been active in the Student Association and has served the university as an orientation and resident assistant. Those resident assistants are also a fabulous group here. She is a member of the Omicron Delta Kappa National Leadership Honor Society and will begin graduate school at Albany in the master's program in public administration and policy. Latoya Johaslin graduates today with a major in criminal justice and a minor in political science, having maintained a 3.8 GPA. Latoya has been vice president and squad captain of UAlbany Pep Squad, a Project Excel mentor, a member of the Presidential Honor Society, and a Ronald McNair Scholar. Chula Sukla is receiving a bachelor's degree with a double major in English and Women's Studies. She has participated in a number of student organizations at Albany. Last week, she presented the Hindu faith at a unity dinner that I had the pleasure of attending. It was a wonderful gathering of Jews, Muslims, Christians, and Hindus to share aspects of respective faith communities. Many of you have come to UAlbany from other countries to pursue your education. Orfu Anjiti came to us from Nairobi in the fall of 2002, selected as a Ford Foundation Fellow to study the interrelationships of local educational and social service agencies in Albany. She will be returning to Kenya with her family after receiving a master's degree in educational administration and policy. Nokwa Nelly Wu, a master's degree candidate in social welfare, will return to South Africa following today's ceremony to work in a clinic to strengthen that nation's healthcare system. Our candidates for doctoral degrees and certificates of advanced study reflect further the many different experiences, interests, and opportunities available at this outstanding institution. I congratulate these individuals and all our graduates on their extraordinary accomplishments, and I urge all of you to continue to seek out opportunities to advance your education in the future. Two characteristics I've observed in all successful people. One, they grow in accordance with the demands they place on themselves, and two, they have an ongoing passion for and commitment to learning new things. We hope your experience at Albany has convinced you of the value and importance of learning as a lifelong process. As you pursue your careers, I know you will look for opportunities that will continue to challenge your assumptions and increase your understanding of the world around you. And lastly, I urge you to keep in touch with your alma mater. Today's ceremony is just the first of what we expect to be numerous celebrations of your many achievements in the years ahead. Don't forget to share those successes with your faculty, mentors, and staff here. They want to hear from you. And be open to invitations you will receive to continue to be involved with your university family in the years ahead. Again, my heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you and good luck. It's now my great pleasure to introduce a wonderful friend of the University at Albany, Mr. Anthony Giardina, President of the University at Albany Alumni Association. Tony?
Thank you, President Ryan. Good afternoon. Thank you, President Ryan. On behalf of the university's alumni, I'd like to thank you for your leadership over the last 9 months. You have the sincere gratitude of all the university's alumni for the commitment that you have given to our university, our alma mater, which we hold so dear. Thank you. Graduates, I'd like to both congratulate you and challenge you today. First, congratulations on a remarkable achievement. It's easy to think that getting a college degree or an advanced degree is ordinary today. But as Reverend Damhoff said earlier, it's anything but ordinary. You know, that piece of paper that you received may look like a lot of the other pieces of paper that are being given out today, but the experiences that are embodied in that are very different for each of us. So savor the moment, but remember the experience, and realize that while many people have the desire to achieve and succeed, you have exhibited not only the desire, but the commitment and the will to exceed. You've also had the fortune to succeed, and you've had the ability with the help of others that some may not have had. So be grateful as well. And the challenge for you, I believe, is to lead an intentional life. What is an intentional life, you might ask? Well, you might realize that so many of us live our lives responding to stimuli and circumstances every day, and that's how we get by. We don't plan accordingly. So I think the challenge for you at this point is to create a vision of what you want your life to be. What kind of person do you want to be? Who do you want to be working with? Who do you want to be with in your social life, in your community organizations? Where can you take a leadership role? And you'll learn at some point, if you haven't already, no matter where in your life, that a vision is a very powerful thing to have. And when we have that vision, we're creating for ourselves the future. And that starts the minute that you sit down to create that vision. So when we think about our leadership roles, what I'd like to encourage you to do is to include the University at Albany and our alumni community in your visions. We have 130,000 alumni living throughout the world, and we certainly could use your leadership, not just your pocketbooks, but your time, your experience, your skills, and the wisdom that you've gained throughout the years. So, on behalf of those alumni living throughout the world, I say, live with passion, step up to that leadership role when it presents itself, and make a difference in your life and the life of the other people around you. Thank you. It's my proud pleasure to welcome you into the alumni community, and I say not goodbye, but until we meet again. Best wishes.
Thank you, Tony, for those great words, and I know that this group will step up. Each year at the December commencement, it's the tradition of the University at Albany to invite one of the most respected members of our own faculty to give the keynote address. Since both undergraduates and graduate students are represented at the December commencement, we try to select an individual who is known for being an excellent teacher of undergraduates as well as an excellent mentor of graduate students. In a few moments, I believe you will see that we've succeeded quite admirably. When Dr. James R. Acker was nominated last year for the rank of Distinguished Teaching Professor, it became immediately obvious to the review committee and to me that he could have been nominated successfully for any of the three distinguished ranks: teaching, service, or research. His colleagues nominated him for the Distinguished Teaching Professor because they believed that the formal recognition of his teaching would mean the most to Jim. Jim Acker represents one of the rarest of faculty, that is, the extraordinarily demanding professor whose classes close out before anyone else in his school. Or as one of his nominators put it, students simply flock to his courses. There's little point for me talking further about Jim. His resume and bio and history are in your program. I would let it suffice to say that Jim Acker is a superb teacher, a superb scholar, and a completely dedicated citizen of the University at Albany. As I've found out, he's also a great runner. Ladies and gentlemen, I take great pride in introducing to you the keynote speaker of the December 2004 commencement of the University at Albany, Distinguished Teaching Professor, Dr. James R. Acker. Jim?
Thank you very much. Thank you, President Ryan, members of the platform party, families, friends, other guests, and graduates. Congratulations. It's been a privilege for me to have been in the classroom with at least some of you, and it's a special honor for me to be here today. I have two daughters of my own who presently are in college, so I know how proud your parents must be. And parents, congratulations to you. I have two daughters presently in college. I know how relieved you must be, and very happy as well. When my daughters were much younger, I used to tell them stories to help them get settled into bed at night, and they weren't very good stories. I know that because they kept falling asleep right when I thought I was getting to the most exciting parts. I used very traditional themes. There was action and adventure and heroes and villains and good against evil, and the future of the world inevitably was at stake. If there was anything out of the ordinary about my stories, it's that I used judges as the main characters, and I tried to work in some constitutional subplots. So, for example, I would create some evil monster judges that had superhuman powers and long fangs, and they'd commit horrible misdeeds like breaking into people's houses in the middle of the night. That's how I could work in some search and seizure issues. And they'd steal the children's books so I could talk about the First Amendment. And when all looked darkest, in would ride the noble, heroic judges, vanquish the evil monsters, save the world, and restore order and justice. And my daughters, of course, were too young to grasp the legal subtleties of these stories, and this is usually what made them doze off, but I was enjoying my stories. I'd name the monster judges after real judges that aren't my particular favorite. So I'm not going to name any names here, but hypothetically, I might have created a Frankfurter monster judge after Felix Frankfurter, who sat on the Supreme Court several decades ago. But there was no shortage of name for the good judges. You can draw out of reality for these. There's an honest-to-gosh Federal Court of Appeals judge named John Minor Wisdom, so that was the heroic Judge Wisdom. And there's a Federal District Court judge, William Wayne Justice, so that was Judge Justice. But the best named judge of them all, I think, has to go to an individual who grew up right here in Albany. He was born and lived on State Street. He graduated from Albany Academy. That was Learned Hand. Now, how would you like a name like Learned Hand? And if you did have a name like Learned Hand, how could you be anything other than a judge? Well, there's more to being a judge, either a good judge or a bad judge, than a name. I want to reflect today very briefly on the qualities that I think a good judge should possess. I'm going to be speaking about law judges, but also about the kind of judging that we all do on a daily basis. If judges do nothing else, they make decisions, often about matters of some importance, and in that respect, we're all judges. As I've grown older in life, I've come to the realization that not everybody always agrees with the decisions that we make. Nevertheless, I believe that there are some better and also some not so good ways at arriving at decisions, so that even if others don't agree with you, they'll at least respect your decisions, understand why you made them, and more importantly, I think, there are ways of making decisions so that when we go home at night, at the end of the day, we can at least respect ourselves, knowing that we did the best that we could do. So I'm going to focus on three aspects of what I think good judges do. First, they identify the principles that guide their decisions. Second, they apply those principles to the decisions, the questions before them. And finally, they explain why they reached the decision that they did. They don't just decide, they justify. Now, we expect judges' decisions to be principled, and we hope that the principles they choose are sensible. One principle of decision-making might be what the judge had for breakfast that particular morning. Bacon and eggs would result in one outcome, cold oatmeal, another outcome. That would be a principle, but it wouldn't be a very good principle. There's a famous 19th century case involving a British ship called the Mignonette that set sail from England toward South Africa, and while it was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, it sank. There were 3 crew members and a cabin boy, a young boy, who survived the shipwreck and climbed onto a lifeboat. And there they were, stranded in the lifeboat, almost no food, no water. The time grew longer and longer. They were there for 1 week, 2 weeks, growing on 3 weeks. The cabin boy was especially weak. 2 of the men, when they grew desperate, took a knife to the cabin boy and killed him. And then they ate him. And then a few days later, miraculously, a ship appeared on the horizon and rescued the 3 surviving crew members. And when they explained how they had survived, what they had done to the cabin boy, they were taken back to England, charged with murder, convicted, and sentenced to hang. The judges hearing their case explained that they had chosen the wrong principle. You can't eat and kill the weakest among you in order to save yourselves. So it's important that we have principles, good principles, when we make decisions. This is particularly true, I think, in times of crisis, such as being in a lifeboat, when the pressures of the moment may tempt us to jump too quickly to a conclusion, to act without respecting the principles that normally guide our decisions. In law, we encounter these pressures, for example, when we confront especially horrible crimes, or in times of war or terrorism, when national security is at risk. In legal decision-making, judges can rely on the written principles that act as great stabilizing forces during these times: constitutions, statutes, precedent. And these established principles serve as a guide, an anchor, even in the most challenging of circumstances. In life, having fundamental values or principles also helps us make decisions in difficult times. Now, we can't rely on constitutions and statutes, but we do have our religious faith, our families, our tradition, our schooling. We also draw on great books and life experiences. There's an old saying, if you want to know the mountain, you must go to the one who lives on the mountain. It's important to seek knowledge from others who have gone before us, the person who lives on the mountain. That's why judges consult precedent. As you prepare to leave the university, there's little of greater importance than that you keep reading to take advantage of the accumulated wisdom compiled by others. The dean of my law school was fond of saying that the truly educated lawyer reads anything other than the law. Now, I don't think he was telling us to neglect our law books, but what he was saying was that there is more to the law than law, just as there is more to business, music, biology, history, education, or any other subject than just the teachings of that specific discipline. So keep reading, whether it's Homer or Shakespeare or Plato or Emily Dickinson or biographies or mystery novels or anything else on your library shelves. I guarantee you will find great treasures there that quite unexpectedly will open your eyes to the truths of your own discipline, whatever that might be. Well, book learning is necessary, but it's not sufficient. You must also go to the mountain. Experience, personal life experience is essential. We all have to take our own journeys. Thurgood Marshall was the first African-American justice ever to serve on the Supreme Court. Before that, he argued the landmark case of Brown versus Board of Education. Before that, he litigated in courtrooms across the country, fighting everywhere that he could against the principle that people should be discriminated against on the basis of their race. And before that, before he became a lawyer, he applied for admission to the University of Maryland Law School, which in the 1930s denied him admission because they did not accept black applicants. He later went back and sued that institution and won a lawsuit requiring them to change their admission policies. So personal experiences matter, painful personal life experiences. There's no doubt that Justice Marshall had a unique appreciation of the principle that the law must apply equally to all people, irrespective of race. Oliver Wendell Holmes said, "The life of the law is not logic, but experience." And the same is true, I think, about life in general. Now, our principles gain meaning only through application. Judges have to apply abstract principles to specific case facts as they make their decisions. And in life, we also have to apply our principles to the people and the world around us to make them come alive. But for starters, before we act, we must pause to listen. Strange as it seems, there usually really are two sides, at least, to every story. Maybe the cat really did break the cookie jar. Facts matter. Process also matters. It's important to hear both sides, to really listen, both to ensure accuracy and as a matter of fairness. Justice Abe Fortas of the United States Supreme Court once called procedural due process indispensable ceremony. It's important that we perceive that we're being treated fairly, that we've been given our day in court, that someone is willing to hear us out before making a decision that affects us. So first we listen, and then we must act on our principles fairly and impartially. There can't be two sets of rules, one for princes, one for paupers, one for people who abide by the law, one for people who break the law, one for them, and one for us. In Robert Bolt's marvelous play, A Man for All Seasons, a young man insists that he would cut down every law in England to pursue and prosecute the devil. Sir Thomas More replies, "And when the last law was down, and the devil turned round on you, where would you hide, all the laws being flat? Do you really think you could stand upright in the winds that would blow then? Yes, I'd give the devil benefit of law for my own safety's sake." The consistent application of principles sometimes takes courage, but it is essential. The process of applying principles, of making them come alive in practice, requires judgment, human judgment. Sometimes we get it wrong. This is inevitable. Justice Robert Jackson, who graduated from Albany Law School and served on the Supreme Court between 1941 and 1954, once said that we, the Supreme Court, are not final because we are infallible. We are infallible only because we are final. This sense of humility is important to judging, and so is a spirit of compassion. In the lifeboat case, the men who killed the cabin boy were condemned to death. But the Queen of England, on being informed about the circumstances, the terrible privations, the extreme conditions on the lifeboat, commuted their sentences and spared them from the gallows. This human process of judging is not strictly mechanical. It requires an understanding of when the rules have to be adjusted or tweaked to temper justice with mercy, to ensure that the letter of the law prevails, and so that the spirit of the law prevails and not just the letter of the law. Having a sense of our own understandings, humility, may help us appreciate the shortcomings we see in others and thus inspire compassion. It's been suggested that a society is measured in part by how it treats its least fortunate, its most vulnerable members. Finally, judges have an obligation to explain their decisions. This process of explaining why, what justifies an outcome, helps legitimate the decision. This may be especially important for the losing party. We've all been on the wrong end of a decision, and we know how important it is to get a simple explanation. You may remember this past Thanksgiving, just a few weeks ago, on the day before Thanksgiving, which of course is the busiest travel day of the year, the weather conditions were simply atrocious. You may remember there were blizzards in the Midwest. O'Hare Airport was closed in Chicago. There were tornadoes in the South. There were heavy rains and winds here in Albany. My family and I, on the day before Thanksgiving, were trying to get a flight out of Albany to Columbus, Ohio, where we were going to a Thanksgiving family reunion. We had a connecting flight in Washington, D.C. Because of the weather, we didn't board our plane on time. In fact, we sat in the airport, and it was over an hour that we waited beyond the departure time before we even got on the plane. Once we got on the plane, it taxied a little bit up the runway, and there we sat. And we sat, and we sat. And the pilot periodically would tell us the obvious, folks, we're not going anywhere. It's going to be a little while longer. And eventually, we were sitting so long that it was beyond the time that our connecting flight would have left Washington for Columbus. So I had visions of us all camped out in Dulles International Airport on Thanksgiving Eve, stranded with nowhere to go, and believing that we might be better off spending the night in Albany than in Dulles International Airport, I collared the flight attendant who was coming down the aisle and asked if we might be able to get off the plane. And the flight attendant, you got to imagine the situation he was in. Complaining passengers everywhere, harried, frazzled, he'd been at it all day, said no. But he didn't just say no. He stopped. He explained. He said, if we have to taxi the plane back to the airport, we're going to lose our place in line, and nobody will get out of here until after midnight. And we can't leave you off in the middle of the runway because of FAA safety regulations. And besides, this is not a problem that's localized to Albany. The whole country's experiencing this weather. You're probably going to make your connecting flight just fine. Now, I wasn't really happy with the ultimate outcome in this case, but him taking that 30 seconds made all the difference in the world. And we have to remember this when we're the decision makers, that a simple explanation can go so far and make a huge difference. And it turned out that this fellow was absolutely right. We made it to Washington, D.C., we made our connecting flight, and we got to Columbus and had a picture-perfect Thanksgiving. And this, getting it right, must be the most elusive quality of all for a judge to have. And I must admit that I don't have any unique advice about how to get it right. I think the best advice is to be faithful to the essentials of good judging. Identify fundamental principles. Make use of others' wisdom, but also seek out and rely on your own experiences and values. Apply those principles faithfully. Listen, be fair and impartial, act with humility and compassion, and explain yourselves. This will help legitimize your decisions, and people will appreciate your courtesy. And if all goes well, you'll be right. But if you aren't, at least you will have done the best that you can do, and it's hard to ask more than that. So graduates, as you take leave of this great university, judge well, judge wisely, judge others as you would hope to be judged. Best wishes on a just and fulfilling life. Godspeed and congratulations.
It is now my great honor to begin the centerpiece of our commencement ceremony. On behalf of all the faculty, I am pleased to offer my congratulations and good wishes to all of you graduating today. Your presence here today is testimony that you have met a rigorous set of standards administered by our faculty and have demonstrated your research skills, your analytic ability, and your mastery of specialized knowledge in your discipline. We will introduce each of the graduates individually, beginning with candidates for the doctoral degree. The candidates for doctoral degrees will receive their doctoral hoods from their faculty advisors and be presented individually to the president by the dean of the school or college awarding the degree. Candidates for the doctoral degree, please rise. The doctoral degree signifies the culmination of advanced learning and a demonstrated ability to discover and disseminate knowledge and to pursue truth, whatever form that truth takes. The University at Albany is proud to welcome these new doctors as colleagues, and we charge them to keep alive the flame of discovery and to transmit their learning to others. President Ryan, these candidates have completed a program of advanced study at the doctoral level as prescribed by the faculties of the College of Arts and Sciences, the School of Education, the College of Nanoscale Science and Engineering, the School of Public Health, the Rockefeller College of Public Affairs and Policy, and the School of Social Welfare. Each has given clear evidence of scholarly accomplishment in his or her respective field. In the name of the Graduate Academic Council and on behalf of these faculties, I declare that these candidates have fulfilled the requirements for the doctoral degrees for which they are severally recommended, and I present them to you that you may confer upon them the doctoral degree appropriate to their course of study.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the regents of the state of New York and by the trustees of the State University of New York, I hereby confer upon each of you, as appropriate to your course of study, the degree of Doctor of Arts, Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Psychology, or Doctor of Public Health, along with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. Congratulations to each of you.
These new doctors will now be introduced individually by the respective deans, vested with the hood appropriate to the degree by the faculty advisor, and receive the doctoral diploma. Will the new doctors and their faculty advisors in the first two rows please step forward under the direction of the marshals? All others may be seated until directed to come forward by the marshals.
I am Dean Joanne Wick-Peltier, and I am pleased to present the following doctors on behalf of the College of Arts and Sciences. Judy Stanger, Humanistic Studies, Doctor of Arts. Wilbert Turner, Jr., English, Doctor of Philosophy. Alina Mildred Trice, Doctor of Philosophy, English. Nathalie Dugrou, French Studies, Doctor of Philosophy. Nagesh Sangster Giti, Doctor of Philosophy, Biology. Susan Chalmers, Clinical Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy. Sid O'Brien, Clinical Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy. Jennifer Lundgren, Clinical Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy. Jennifer Shapiro, Clinical Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy. Brian Friedenberg, Clinical Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy. Yu-Shi Lee, Geology, Doctor of Philosophy. Is that it?
I am Dean Susan Phillips, and I'm pleased to present the following doctors on the behalf of the School of Education. Arts and Sciences.
Jennifer Lemack, History, Doctor of Philosophy. Molly Marchioni, History, Doctor of Philosophy. Dalia Abdel Hadi, Sociology, Doctor of Philosophy. Lin Chen Chao, Sociology, Doctor of Philosophy. Gail Sulik, Doctor of Philosophy, Sociology. Jennifer Tice, Sociology, Doctor of Philosophy.
Now I'm Dean Susan Phillips, pleased to present the following doctors on behalf of the School of Education. Margaret Butkerite, Doctor of Psychology, School Psychology. Britton Schnur, Doctor of Psychology, School Psychology. Jeffrey Kirk, Doctor of Philosophy, Educational Psychology. Margaret Gehan, Doctor of Philosophy, Curriculum and Instruction. Jianpeng Fen, Doctor of Philosophy, Curriculum and Instruction. Linda Polhimus, Doctor of Philosophy, Curriculum and Instruction. Martha Frank, Doctor of Philosophy, Reading. Maravela Tosada, Doctor of Philosophy, Counseling Psychology. Gina Aguayo, Doctor of Philosophy, Counseling Psychology. Helene Joseph Laurenti, Doctor of Philosophy, Counseling Psychology.
I'm Hasaram Bakru, Head of Nanosciences and Engineering Constellation of the College of Nanoscale Science and Engineering, and I'm pleased to present the following doctor, one of two who are the first doctoral degree recipients from the College of Nanoscale Science and Engineering. Spiridon Skordas. Doctor of Philosophy.
I'm Dean Frank Thompson, and I'm pleased to present the following doctor on behalf of the Nelson A. Rockefeller College of Public Affairs and Policy. Leah Murray, Political Science, Doctor of Philosophy.
I'm Dean Peter Levin, and I'm pleased to present the following doctors on behalf of the faculty of the School of Public Health. Sumiza Kurishi. Shijun Liu, Environmental Health and Toxicology. Haiyan Chen, Biometry and Statistics.
I am Dean Catherine Breyer-Lawson, and I'm pleased to present the following doctors on behalf of the School of Social Welfare. Kellyanne Rugenstein, Social Welfare, Doctor of Philosophy. Margaret Ballantyne, Social Welfare, Doctor of Philosophy.
Thank you. We now move to the recognition of candidates for master's degrees and certificates of advanced study. Following conferral of the master's degrees and certificates of advanced study, we will ask each candidate to cross the stage and be introduced to this gathering. Candidates for the master's degrees and certificates of advanced study, please rise. President Ryan, master's degrees are awarded by the faculties of the College of Arts and Sciences, the School of Business, the School of Criminal Justice, the School of Education, the School of Information Science and Policy, the Rockefeller College of Public Affairs and Policy, the School of Public Health, and the School of Social Welfare. Certificates of Advanced Study are awarded by the faculties of the College of Arts and Sciences and the Schools of Education and Information Science and Policy. President Ryan, in the name of the faculties of these schools and colleges, I have the honor of presenting these candidates to you so that you may confer upon them the degree Master of Arts, Master of Science, Master of Business Administration, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Library Science, Master of Public Administration, Master of Public Health, Master of Regional Planning, or Master of Social Work, or the Certificate of Advanced Study appropriate to their course of study.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Regents of the State of New York and the trustees of the State University of New York, I hereby confer upon each of you as appropriate to your course of study the master's degree or certificate of advanced study with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. Congratulations.
The faculty marshals will now escort the degree candidates to the stage. The candidates will be introduced by Dr. Richard Farrell, Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs, and Dr. Martin Fogelman, Assistant Professor of Management.
Chad Waxman, Master of Science in Counseling and Certificate of Advanced Study in Counseling. Pata Chikvaitsi, Master of Public Health. Farida Giovanni, Master of Science in Educational Administration. Orfa Kimunto Bichanga Ongiti, Master of Science in Educational Administration. Sung Kyung Yang, Master of Science in Accounting. Susan Aquino, Master of Science in Education Literacy. Ronnie Tabak, Master of Science in Information Science. Marilyn Cruz, Master of Public Administration. Anna Rosanova, Master of Arts in Geography. Erin Bellinger, Master of Science in Epidemiology. Koaheli Bayuwu, Master of Social Work. Asil Ozdoru, Master of Science in Educational Psychology. Peter Karukapu, Master of Arts in Public Affairs and Policy. Jordan Slough, Master of Arts in Public Affairs and Policy. Brian Cheknicki, Master of Public Administration. Claudia Haupt, Master of Arts in Political Science. Amanda Francis, Master of Arts in Political Science. Michael Lefebvre, Master of Public Administration. Ik-Young Lee, Master of Public Administration. Tara Karnriki, Master of Arts in Criminal Justice. Mary Harding, Master of Arts in Political Science. Gregory Smith, Master of Science in Information Science. Sarah Jane Grudzinski, Master of Science in Information Science. Kerry Walker, Master of Science in Information Science. Bradley Feldman, Master of Science in Information Science. Amanda Latre, Master of Science in Information Science. Tara Thebo, Master of Science in Information Science. Shannon Hosier, Master of Library Science. Chrissy Morrison, Master of Science in Information Science. Jennifer Johannesson, Master of Science in Information Science. Catherine Brent, Master of Science in Information Science. Jane Fitting, Master of Science in Information Science. John Yi Hu, Master of Science in Information Science. Eleanor Schultz, Master of Science in Information Science. Evan Simpson, Master of Science in Information Science. Charlene Blanchard, Master of Science in Curriculum Development and Instructional Technology. Jun Suk Nam, Master of Arts in Economics. Caroline Mancino, Master of Science in Curriculum Development and Instructional Technology. Michelle Zicola, Master of Arts in Educational Administration. Shannon Casso, Master of Arts in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. Julissa Martinez, Master of Science in Educational Administration. Ernst Lejeune, Master of Science in Educational Administration. Amy Lily Nolan, Master of Science in Educational Psychology. Edward Smith, Master of Arts in Social Studies Education. Candy Antonetti, Master of Science in Literacy. Crystal Moore, Master of Science in Literacy. Angela Neal, Master of Science in Educational Administration. Katie Haverly, Master of Science in Health Policy Management and Behavior.
Tyra Duncan, Master of Public Health. Okay. Beth Carleen Tidd, Master of Science in Literacy. Erica Ruth, Master of Science in Literacy. Shannon Watts, Master of Science in Literacy. Rachel Belakopitsky, Master of Science in Literacy. Kathleen Arden, Master of Science in Literacy. Matthew Guilfoyle, Master of Arts in Mathematics. Marissa Paletti, Master of Arts in Communication. Christina Havlin, Master of Arts in Communication. Mary Lill, Master of Arts in Communication. Julie Tracy, Master of Arts in Communication. Chun Li Lee, Master of Arts in Communication. Alicia Mosteller, Master of Arts in Communication. Travis Minnow, Master of Arts in Communication. Ali Raza, Master of Arts in Communication. Thomas Wagtowitz, Master of Arts in History. Renee Thorpe, Master of Arts in Social Studies. Tae Hyung Kwan, Master of Regional Planning. John J. Hayes, Master of Regional Planning. Patrick LaRoe, Master of Regional Planning. Garrett Jobson, Master of Regional Planning. Sean McGuire, Master of Regional Planning. Daniel Wright, Master of Arts in Economics. Rebecca Shirer, Master of Science in Biodiversity, Conservation, and Policy. Sean Madden, Master of Science, Biodiversity, Conservation, and Policy. Tara Patrice Monastero, Master of Arts in English. Sarah Elizabeth Venn, Master of Arts in Social Studies Education. Thomas Leach Jr., Master of Science in Biology. Scott Rubright, Master of Arts in Geography. Mary Sullivan, Master of Arts in Public History and Certificate of Advanced Study in Public History. Rong Liu, Master of Arts in Economics. Laura Smith, Master of Arts in Economics. Cameron Miller, Master of Arts in Economics. Sanjukta Baruha, Master of Arts in Economics. Daniel Doyle, Master of Arts in Communication. Christine Delamater, Master of Business Administration. Denise Hecker, Master of Business Administration. Meredith Oakes, Master of Business Administration. Carmen Ferraro III, Master of Business Administration. Christopher Laporta, Master of Business Administration. Casey Homewood, Master of Business Administration. Rachel Gall, Master of Business Administration. Christian Imboden, Master of Science in Accounting. Robert Radliff, Jr., Master of Business Administration. Ralph Rattal, Master of Arts in Anthropology. Gina Marie Rios, Master of Science in Literacy. Kimberly Buckner, Master of Science in Special Education. Lori LaBelle, Master of Arts in English Education. Tricia Bobowski, Master of Science in Curriculum Development and Instructional Technology. Tara Carney, Master of Science in Special Education and Literacy. Heather Charkow, Master of Science in Literacy. Jody Capola, Master of Science in Literacy. Veronica Reed, Master of Science in Counseling. Elaine Gestwick, Master of Science in Counseling. Alfredo Ballarin, yes, Master of Science in Educational Administration. Sharifa Wiggins, Master of Science in Counseling and Certificate of Advanced Study in Counseling. April Stokes, Master of Science in Counseling and Certificate of Advanced Study in Counseling. Maria Whittam, Master of Science in Counseling and Certificate of Advanced Study in Counseling. Okay. Samantha Warnock, Master of Science in Counseling and Certificate of Advanced Study in Counseling. Vanna Duong, Master of Science in Educational Psychology. Mengyin Lee, Master of Science in Educational Psychology. Jennifer Monahan Rickert, Master of Science, Educational Psychology. Kristen Elizabeth Darius, Master of Science, Educational Psychology. Sherry Kamadine, Master of Science in Reading. Tara Tolan, Master of Science, Curriculum Development and Instructional Technology. Valerie Orlowski, Master of Science, Curriculum Development and Instructional Technology.
We now move to the recognition of the candidates for bachelor's degrees. President Ryan, graduates, family members, and assembled guests, among our graduates today are those who are graduating with the academic honors cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. The names of these honors graduates are signified by an asterisk in your program, and the graduates themselves are wearing honor medallions. I ask those candidates who are graduating with honors today, cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude, to please rise now and receive our congratulations. I would now like to introduce Dr. Sue Fairman, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of Undergraduate Studies, who will present the bachelor's degree candidates.
Thank you, Provost Montpera. Following the conferral of the bachelor's degrees, we will ask each candidate to cross the stage and to be introduced to this gathering. Candidates for the bachelor's degrees, please rise. President Ryan, these candidates have completed a program of study at the baccalaureate level as prescribed by the faculties of the College of the Arts and Sciences, School of Business, the School of Criminal Justice, the School of Information Science and Policy, the Rockefeller College of Public Affairs and Policy, and the School of Social Welfare. In the name of these faculties, I have the honor of presenting these candidates to you that you may confer upon them the degree.
Thank you, Dean. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Regents of the State of New York and the trustees of the State University of New York, I hereby confer upon each of you, as appropriate to your course of study, the Bachelor of Arts degree or the Bachelor of Science degree, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. Congratulations.
It is now our great pleasure to introduce individually the candidates for undergraduate degrees the August and December 2004. The names of the graduates will be read by Dr. Martin Fogelman and Dr. Richard Farrell. I'll ask the faculty marshals to escort the graduates to the stage.
Olivia Biney Constance, Bachelor of Arts. Woodley Duranay, Bachelor of Arts. Diane Marissa, Bachelor of Arts. Kanji Hatano, Bachelor of Arts. Latoya Johansson, Bachelor of Arts. Erin Bart, Bachelor of Arts. Alisa George, Bachelor of Arts. Crystal Abrams, Bachelor of Arts. David Brooks, Bachelor of Science. Amanda Bartels, Bachelor of Arts. Thekla Phillip, Bachelor of Science. Simone Nicole Sneed, Bachelor of Arts. Jamie Scott, Bachelor of Science. Jose Marquez, Bachelor of Arts. Katarzyna Radoszek Paez, Bachelor of Science. Mark Meising, Bachelor of Arts. Bianca Gonzalez, Bachelor of Arts. Jenny Fowler, Bachelor of Arts. Wendy Osfeld, Bachelor of Arts. Supreet Nahil, Bachelor of Science. Tanya Volchek, Bachelor of Science. Lee Rosenberg, Bachelor of Arts. Christopher Sprocki, Bachelor of Science. Brian Rolfe, Bachelor of Science. Suzanne Villani, Bachelor of Arts. Robert Sachnin, Bachelor of Science. Jill Schleich, Bachelor of Arts. Heather Marie Ryder, Bachelor of Arts. Mark Sears, Bachelor of Arts. Charles Weatherwax, Bachelor of Arts. Andrea Bentley, Bachelor of Arts. Harith Abdullah, Bachelor of Arts. Shiraz Hussein, Bachelor of Science. Michael Hare, Bachelor of Arts. Nicole Russo, Bachelor of Arts. Minju Kim, Bachelor of Arts. Scott LaMountain, Bachelor of Arts. Roy Larkin, Bachelor of Arts. Lucas Donovan, Bachelor of Arts. Tara Ann Mastrolembo, Bachelor of Arts. Lauren Bree Lynch, Bachelor of Arts. Allison Wheeler, Bachelor of Arts. Catherine Jones, Bachelor of Arts. David King, Bachelor of Arts. Sarah Coonrod, Bachelor of Arts. Kristen Kerr, Bachelor of Arts. April Hanley, Bachelor of Arts. Jamie McClintock, Bachelor of Arts. Julie Ann Williams, Bachelor of Science. Amy Brassard, Bachelor of Arts. Omar Montalvo, Bachelor of Science. Richard Wachtel, Bachelor of Arts. Richard Peterkin, Bachelor of Arts. Fawn Lansley, Bachelor of Arts. Laura Webster, Bachelor of Science. Kyung Won Ko, Bachelor of Arts. Razia Naina, Bachelor of Science. Anthony Bender, Bachelor of Arts. David Malik, Bachelor of Arts. Oh, David. Michael Hanlon, Bachelor of Science. Ryan Martino, Bachelor of Arts.
Emilio Abatelio, Bachelor of Science. Carl Pica, Bachelor of Science. Matthew Wose, Bachelor of Arts. Stephanie White, Bachelor of Science. Loretta Crane, Bachelor of Science. Julio Cruz, Bachelor of Arts. Brian Malia, Bachelor of Arts. Robert Anthony Mergen, Bachelor of Arts. Patrick W. Brown, Bachelor of Arts. Elliot Altman, Bachelor of Science. Samantha Korenswit, Bachelor of Arts. Julia Kukulewski, Bachelor of Science. Daniel Mancini, Bachelor of Science. Ashanta Harris, Bachelor of Arts. Kristen Michelle Darling, Bachelor of Arts. Rebecca Solomon, Bachelor of Arts. Rita Ogburn McCall, Bachelor of Arts. Roman Radomyslski, got it. Radomyslski, all right. Bachelor of Science. Faron Jesse Dejao Barbosa Peckman, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science. And he earned every bit of it. There we are. Kimberly Diso, Bachelor of Arts. Marina Upava Harwood, Bachelor of Arts. Audrey Catherine Conley, Bachelor of Arts. Caitlin Farley, Bachelor of Arts. Matthew Gagne, Bachelor of Science. Tracy Hoke, Bachelor of Arts. Jamie Graziano, Bachelor of Arts. Brianna Watty, Bachelor of Arts. Brian McCartney, Bachelor of Science. Allison Hines, Bachelor of Arts. Lauren Guest, Bachelor of Arts. Jamie Houghton, Bachelor of Science. Sarah Sprague, Bachelor of Science. Christopher Shanks, Bachelor of Arts. Michael Watkins, Bachelor of Arts. Adrian Albus, Bachelor of Arts. Andrea Scheimer, Bachelor of Science. Amy Fleischman, Bachelor of Arts. Louise Zavala, Bachelor of Arts. Jennifer Pruzanowski, Bachelor of Arts. Rowena Smith, Bachelor of Arts. Christopher J. Paniza, Bachelor of Arts. Brad Jarris, Bachelor of Arts. Luis Jimenez Cortez, Bachelor of Arts. Paul LaFond, Bachelor of Science. Christopher Lanthier, Bachelor of Science. Michael Brammer, Jr., Bachelor of Arts. Kelvin Dominguez, Bachelor of Arts. Edward P. Loiza, Bachelor of Arts. DeJuan Bristow, Bachelor of Science. Aaron Messio, Bachelor of Science. Daniel Kerstetter, Bachelor of Arts. Michael Watson, Bachelor of Science. Ashley Gunderson, Bachelor of Arts. Sarah Salerno, Bachelor of Arts. Danielle Canistra, Bachelor of Arts. Eleanor Bean, Bachelor of Science. Jennifer Hilensky, Bachelor of Science. Jenny Gilberg, Bachelor of Arts. Shoshana Benjamin Bernstein, Bachelor of Arts. Carrie McAndrew, Bachelor of Arts. Heather Wemple, Bachelor of Arts. Daniel P. Newell, Bachelor of Arts. Michael Neppel, Bachelor of Arts. Melissa Bruno, Bachelor of Arts. Richard Berry III, Bachelor of Arts. Sony Matthew, Bachelor of Arts. Jennifer McGarry, Bachelor of Arts. Selena Johnson, Bachelor of Arts. Jareen Wyman, Bachelor of Arts. Terrell Mead, Bachelor of Science. Benjamin James, Bachelor of Science. Gregory Gluzak, Bachelor of Science. Sean Maroney, Bachelor of Science. Jeffrey Locke, Bachelor of Arts. Priya Mara, Bachelor of Arts. Sofia Yazikova, Bachelor of Arts. Alexis Santiago, Bachelor of Science.
Derek Morton, Bachelor of Arts. Robert Zotter, Bachelor of Science. Rizwaner Rahman, Bachelor of Science. Michelle Payne, Bachelor of Arts. Valerie Lohr, Bachelor of Arts. Jason Eric Betts, Bachelor of Arts. Katina Maradou, Bachelor of Science. Sandra Perez, Bachelor of Arts. Jennifer Plant, Bachelor of Arts. Erica Lewandowski, Bachelor of Arts. Tim Comer, Bachelor of Science. Patrick Byrne, Bachelor of Science. Jade Sorbello, Bachelor of Arts. Nicholas Chalk, Bachelor of Arts. Bobby Hernandez, Bachelor of Arts. Megan Murphy, Bachelor of Arts. Christopher Lapadula, Bachelor of Arts. Ashley Lattimore, Bachelor of Arts. Raina Pollard, Bachelor of Arts. Stephanie Vega, Bachelor of Arts. Serena C. Walker, Bachelor of Arts. Angela Taddeo, Bachelor of Arts. Chula Shukla, Bachelor of Arts. Angelo Guzzo, Bachelor of Science. Domenico Mastrandrea, Bachelor of Science. Kathleen Van Vorst, Bachelor of Arts. Heather Nord, Bachelor of Arts. Alana Gonski, Bachelor of Science. Julie Johnson, Bachelor of Arts. Mary Nisha, Bachelor of Arts. Donald Deo, Bachelor of Arts. Seth Weinberg, Bachelor of Arts. Dante Payne, Bachelor of Arts. Mika Berubin, Bachelor of Arts. Stanley Louis Magliori, Bachelor of Arts. Rita Azreliant, Bachelor of Arts. Namali Hall, Bachelor of Arts. Nakia Downer, Bachelor of Arts. Joseph Owusu, Bachelor of Science. Shannon Badger, Bachelor of Arts. Sean Higgins, Bachelor of Arts. Michael Kenny, Bachelor of Arts. Jeffrey Gordon Tooker, Bachelor of Arts. Francis Michael Foti, Bachelor of Arts. Diane Flagg, Bachelor of Arts. Emilio Justiniano, Bachelor of Arts. Valerie Harris, Bachelor of Arts. Odo Butler, Bachelor of Arts. William Roselle, Bachelor of Arts. David Schwartz, Bachelor of Science. Brent Daigle, Bachelor of Science. Lisa Budzensky, Bachelor of Arts. Danielle Barker, Bachelor of Arts. Maria Parisi, Bachelor of Arts. Shane Keene, Bachelor of Science. Eric Hartman, Bachelor of Arts. Jonathan Stellato, Bachelor of Arts. Cassandra Locke, Bachelor of Science. David Goldman, Bachelor of Arts. Stacy Paver, Bachelor of Arts. Danielle Grasso, Bachelor of Arts. Stephanie Abel, Bachelor of Arts.
Wagner Samandiago, Bachelor of Arts. Daniel K. Bergen, Bachelor of Arts. Vanessa Rivera, Bachelor of Arts. Nicole Adrian Myers, Bachelor of Arts. Lou Joe, Bachelor of Science. Aiko Hatakeyama, Bachelor of Science. Kimberly Liberty, Bachelor of Arts. Casey Joe Bennett, Bachelor of Arts. Krista Babiars, Bachelor of Science. Lauren Nowicki, Bachelor of Arts. Fantasia Selleck, Bachelor of Arts. Saul Horowitz, Bachelor of Arts. Jillian Krinsky, Bachelor of Science. Brandon Ward, Bachelor of Arts. Timothy Daly, Bachelor of Arts. Chad Butler, Bachelor of Arts. Jean-Philippe Gall, Bachelor of Arts. Evan Bragg, Bachelor of Arts. Sean Wonoski, Bachelor of Arts. Kendra Farstad, Bachelor of Arts. Martha Norminen, pardon me? Marita Norminen, Bachelor of Arts. Alicia Grass, Bachelor of Arts. Stacy Fry, Bachelor of Arts. Amanda Ray Finney, Bachelor of Arts. David Sardinsky, Bachelor of Arts. Jamie Wagner, Bachelor of Arts. Kara Prince, Bachelor of Arts. Ellison Narvis, Bachelor of Arts. Chaw-Fu Chen, Bachelor of Arts. Julius Diokino, Bachelor of Arts. Nicola Amos, Bachelor of Arts. Brendan John McCormick, Bachelor of Science. Violet Yates, Bachelor of Arts. Farhan Ali, Bachelor of Arts. Dinali Abisakera, Bachelor of Arts. Heather Carter, Bachelor of Arts. Glenn Michael Irving, Bachelor of Arts. Irina Shikova, Bachelor of Science. Justin Van Wheely, Bachelor of Arts. Yunjung Yu Seong, Bachelor of Science. Tae Hyun Lee, Bachelor of Science. Damian Newsome, Bachelor of Arts. Pitage Ellis, Bachelor of Arts. Song Hee Cho, Bachelor of Science. Ju Lee, Bachelor of Science. Young Ji Hu, Bachelor of Arts. Jaewon Choi, Bachelor of Arts. Matthew Clancy, Bachelor of Arts. James Hanks, Bachelor of Arts. Keith Lewis, Bachelor of Arts. Amanda Hamill, Bachelor of Arts. Nicole Davies, Bachelor of Arts. Jennifer Ann Treadway, Bachelor of Arts. Kevin Lewis, Bachelor of Arts. Juanika Agiman, Bachelor of Arts. Nathan Zach, Bachelor of Arts. Hansel Sulapan, Bachelor of Arts. Travis Brinson, Bachelor of Arts. Lisa Law, Bachelor of Science. Wai Kian Liu, Bachelor of Science. Miriam Payne, Bachelor of Arts. Lisa Sorrentino, Bachelor of Arts. Joshua M. Christiana, Bachelor of Arts. Rebecca Howe, Bachelor of Arts. Katarzyna Dorflinger, Bachelor of Arts. Sonja Daub, Bachelor of Arts. Tammy Clark, Bachelor of Arts. Brian Tromans, Bachelor of Science. Katie L. McGowan, Bachelor of Arts. Anthony Charles Bucci, Bachelor of Arts. Evan Erickson, Bachelor of Arts. Gabrielle Skenga, Bachelor of Arts. Peter V. Giattino, Bachelor of Arts. Gabrielle O'Brien, Bachelor of Arts.
Matthew Ham, Bachelor of Arts. Michael Solazzo, Bachelor of Arts. Nicole Greenberg, Bachelor of Arts. Sarah Straub, Bachelor of Arts. Cindy Toe, Bachelor of Arts. Tenzin Norgay, Bachelor of Arts. Sung Chang, Bachelor of Science. Ho-Sik Choi, Bachelor of Science. Claire Dunn, Bachelor of Arts. Kelly Flintrop, Bachelor of Arts. Sarah Scarati, Bachelor of Arts. Toshiba Williams, Bachelor of Arts. Leilani Garcia, Bachelor of Science. Angela White, Bachelor of Science. Alicia Crowell, Bachelor of Arts. John Hillman, Bachelor of Arts. Jonathan Carvin, Bachelor of Arts. Thomas Burkhart, Bachelor of Arts. Emily Drews, Bachelor of Arts. Jessica Whitcomb, Bachelor of Arts. Cheryl Varga, Bachelor of Arts. Jonathan Tamul, Bachelor of Arts. Julon Jean, Bachelor of Arts. Janelle Lord, Bachelor of Arts. Joseph Hendrickson Jr., Bachelor of Arts. Rohan Vidal, Bachelor of Arts. Abraham Oyiwo, Bachelor of Arts.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for all our graduates? Now all please rise for the singing of the alma mater, which is printed in your program. The alma mater will be led by Miss Rebecca Heiser, a music major in the class of 2005.
College of the Empire State, mother of an army great, thou the molder of our fate, thee we sing today. Thine the hand we clasp so strong, holding though the years be long, thou the burden of our song, thee we sing today. Wisdom's duty heeds thy call, ever in Minerva's thrall. Pass the torch from one to all, guide its destiny. 'Neath the purple and the gold, let thy history unfold. Sons and daughters, young and old, hail to Albany.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you remain in your seats until the platform party has proceeded down the center aisle as we prepare to conclude this ceremony. We invite graduates to remain in the arena to reunite with family members. President Ryan, I declare that the 2004 winter commencement of the University at Albany is now concluded.